Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to Sarge Approved with your host Sarge and Frenzy.
Hola.
Was that super loud in your ears, that theme song?
Super loud.
It was loud in my ears too.
Like a 93X concert back in 99. Ugh.
We are here with our guest comedian Todd Montesi. How's it going, Todd?
What's up, Minnesota? What's up, Minnesota? How's it going, guys?
It's pretty cold here.
It's like an episode of Fargo. It's like, yeah, how you doing, yeah? Okay.
Right?
Everything's all righty?
What are you talking about?
You barely heard us
Exactly.
talk yet. Wait till we get going. You'll totally hear the accents come out.
We get plenty of shit for our accents, and we don't even notice it. We think it's fairly subtle.
Yeah.
It's great. It's quaint. I love it. It's great.
It's quaint.
It's
As a
cozy.
city kid, it's like, you guys sound very special. Yeah. Cool, man.
But you're
Thanks for inviting me to your show, man.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for being with us.
Yeah. We had a little technical difficulty. It took us like an hour to get through. But,
God, it was a
Yeah.
nightmare.
It was just an hour. It's fine. Oh, no.
Yeah, Skype and, Facebook Messenger chat and all that stuff. It's all, it's like, I wish I just do this on Etch-a-Sketch and just like, maybe it'd be easier if we just like, or like do like a tin can or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Smoke signals or call in pigeons.
Pen pals. I think if we did this as a long form blog article, I think we would have like a treatise.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming to us from New York, correct?
Yeah, New York City, man. Yeah, I'm born and raised in the playgrounds. I did not spend most of my days because all the people were there. So yeah, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn. We've had a lot of New York comedians on the podcast.
Actual New York City comedians, or like people that like transplants that moved from
I don't know.
far
I
away
guess.
lands.
Well, and I think actually most of them are not necessarily New York City, but at least
New
from
York
the state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is totally different.
Well, New York
but-
State's kind of weird compared to New York City because there's like a lot of like weirdo kids in New York State. Like, because I have like friends who like I collaborate with, and it's just, we have like a weird, bizarre like perspective on things. Like sense of humor. Maybe because it's all like cold over there and like isolated. It's like the outside of like, because you think New York, you're like, oh, New York City. You don't really think of like Utica or like these little like small like towns that are just like
Yeah.
It's like,
if you're not
it's
from
like
New
it's-
York, you kind of forget that anything outside of New York City even exists. All those little towns, those little Hoboken towns.
I was like in Jersey the other day, and it's just like it's all like parking lots and like gas stations, and I'm just like, oh man, this is Jersey. I'm like, oh.
But it's weird that
And
there's
toll booths, also toll booths.
Yeah, the toll booths. I've experienced toll booths in Florida before, and it was weird.
We don't have toll booths in Minnesota.
No. We have
because they don't try to gyp you like for every cent like they do here.
Yeah, you shouldn't
It's
have
tri-state
to
area.
pay an extra tax just to drive on a road.
Yeah, what's the average amount you would spend, like if you had to take a toll every day, like on your way to work and on your way home? What's the average going rate these days?
Well, there's like a thing called Easy Pass where it's like supposed to be a discount deal. Like every time you use it, you get like a discount. But like, it's probably like I don't have a car, so I don't really drive. But like when people drive, they're always like, oh great, another like probably like $20 or so. Like it's another like it's literally another expense.
Yeah,
That's
just to
like,
go to work.
It's almost like it's not even worth.
No. So what do you use?
I'm sorry, you're a little tingly
transportation?
too still.
Yeah.
I can still hear you. Yeah. Just like scream. Just like yell.
Is it not loud?
So, what do you do?
Is it not loud enough? How's that?
Perfect. Just scream like the whole show.
I will be providing free Excedrin after the show for everybody that listens.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to come through audio-wise for everybody. Usually we don't have any issues, but hey, let me interject here because I spoke about this like literally a minute ago, and I already forgot to do it. This episode is sponsored by National Survival Center. Are you thinking about going camping? Or maybe you just want to practice your survival skills. Or maybe you're planning for the zombie apocalypse. Either case, if you go to National Survival Center, you can get all the above when it comes to gear. They have tents and knives and binoculars and survival kits, survival food, swords.
Machetes.
Machetes.
You guys sell tanks in Minnesota?
Yeah. I don't know what the inventory is on tanks, but
it's probably like one or two.
They might have one or two left over from Cold War.
They don't necessarily function, but
yeah.
But
I just want to buy this missing nuclear warhead. Can I buy that over there?
It's possible.
Yeah, anything's possible.
Go check them out. They got all kinds of shit. It's all name brand stuff. The same stuff you can find in a big box store. But it's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper. They're not going to be jacking up the prices like Cabela's and Gander Mountain and all those big box stores do. They got free shipping on pretty much all their gear, and you can find them at nationalsurvivalcenter.com. Or if you don't want to type that much, because that's a lot to type, you can also go to survivedon'tsuffer.com and get all the gear that your heart desires and make sure that you are prepared when the shit hits the fan. National Survival Center. Survive, don't suffer.
Don't suffer. Don't do it.
Just
don't
stop.
do it.
Okay.
That might be really useful now in this like new Trump era that we live in. I might have to call them up.
Right?
Yeah, can I get a Bowie knife and a flamethrower and a katana blade? I'm just gonna go kill zombies right about now.
Yeah. You got all that stuff.
You never know. There might not be any warning.
Yeah, I'm just sure it's going to be like Game of Thrones. It was like, prepare for the Great War.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones. Have you?
No, I have not.
You haven't?
No.
You guys haven't?
No.
You guys are like, wow.
I
you guys
know.
have cable or no?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got cable. I know it's not. I know everybody has seen it, and I understand that I'm an outcast in that regard. And Frenzy, obviously, you are too. You haven't seen it, but I mean, is it really that good?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's, I don't know. I mean, I'm a nerd kid, so like when I was a kid, I used to read like medieval like books. So it's basically like kind of fun, just like watching like an actual medieval show be medieval. Because when you always hear like, I'm gonna go medieval on your ass, you never really see that, and then you're actually watching that. You're like, well, that's pretty medieval. Raping your half sister and then killing that person. Yeah, that's pretty medieval. All right, you satisfied that definition of medieval. There you go.
Yeah, when people
that's all I want. I just wanted actual medieval.
When people say that in real life, they say that they're gonna go medieval on your ass. They never actually go medieval on you, do they?
No, they'd have to get like really ridiculously crazy.
Yeah, not once has a guy pulled out like a big ass battle axe and come at me with
like,
it.
Braveheart, like pulling your limbs from your body and disemboweling you.
Get all medieval times on you where it's just like, I've got this huge leg of turkey I would eat and then I would destroy you.
And you're just constantly drunk on wine 24/7, drinking it out of a goblet. And you never shower, you just wear fur animals as your clothes.
Yeah, what would you
have
do?
Have long hair.
What would you do if a guy said he was going to go medieval on your ass, and then he like walks around the corner and then comes back out with a horse and a fucking jousting stick in his hand
and a goblet of wine in the other?
It just comes at you.
Well, I mean, obviously, if that's happening, then we're living in no rules, no nonsense. So I'll just be like, all right, here's my magical bazooka, and then blow him up to smithereens.
So
go psychotech on his ass.
In Minnesota, we actually have a festival called the Renaissance Festival, and it's medieval based, and they have jousting, and they have everyone dresses up, but these people are rubes, like they get way into it, like their outfits and the whole situation. It's pretty funny.
Like you saw the movie Cable Guy, right?
Yeah.
That scene where they go to that medieval festival. It's basically
medieval
like
times.
It's basically like that.
But then there's a whole outdoor area where there's hippies belly dancing and people dressed up like fairies and the weird guys that are the guillotine people that chop your head off.
They really chop your head off too.
Yeah, they do. You have to sign a waiver, I think.
Yeah, like $30 and they'll chop your head off for you.
And if you do it, you get a free big huge turkey leg for free.
That's it? Just $30 to get my head shot off?
Yeah, that's it.
And you get a free turkey leg out of the deal.
One year Jim Carrey and Matthew Broderick actually showed up.
Yeah. This turkey leg is like the size of like a human head. It's ridiculous. And you just walk around and gnaw on it and look at medieval stuff.
And stare at wenches.
A prehistoric turkey leg? Is it like a turkey leg from like a dinosaur?
Yeah, it's like a velociraptor leg.
Flintstones
it's
turkey leg. That's just like...
It's a big old ostrich leg.
By the way, where are you guys from though? Like you're in Minnesota, but like what part of Minnesota?
Twin Cities.
Yeah, like Minneapolis area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Acme in Minneapolis? Acme Comedy Club?
No.
What?
I think I've heard of DePaul. DePaul, right? Is that like the second city? DePaul?
No.
It's Minneapolis.
St. Paul.
Right?
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
How have you not heard of the Acme Comedy Club?
Oh, Acme. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Okay. You probably just can't hear me.
Yeah. So you are a stand-up comedian, correct?
Yep.
How long have you been at it?
I started doing stand-up when I was 17. I'm 35 now. So, oh my God. I've been doing it for like 18 years. Yeah.
You're super old.
I am. It's so weird though. Like when it starts like when you're young, when you start out, it's like it's good to add years to your like stand-up. Be like, oh yeah, I've been doing stand-up since like 5-6 years. But then once you start like getting past that and you get into double digits, you're like, it just sounds like a jail sentence. Like, yeah, I've been doing it for 18 years. Still waiting for my freedom, but one day.
I'm just going to keep going.
I'll achieve what I want.
I'm about 18 years into a 30-year stint.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Just waiting to die.
You've got like
Wait for the sweet tea to death.
You've got the cell with like the Sega Genesis and like all the good shit, and it's like you're actually fine where you are. You don't ever have to leave. Like, have you seen that on those like jail shows where they're like, actually, I have like a memory foam bed and a Sega Genesis and a DVD player, and I can't ever leave my room except for 1 hour a day. But like, why would I want to? That's crazy.
Oh, I mean like the people like mafia bosses in jail where they have like everything they want.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's it's on the brochure. It says right on the brochure, jail doesn't have to be the prison sentence that it once was.
Isn't there like a minimum, like some minimum security centers where it's like if you're like a white collar criminal that's like a politician.
Yeah,
I wonder how their jail's like.
No, if you're Lindsay Lohan or Paris Hilton, then you basically go to a day spa for your sentence. It's a day spa for about a couple weeks, and then they let you out.
Yeah.
You literally get like a timeout where it's like, all right, you got to be in this timeout room, and
you have to wear this hideous outfit, and you can't wear any makeup or do your hair, and you just have to deal with it. Like that's for them. I'm sure that was pure hell.
And you have to survive on half rations of cocaine.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Whatever you were doing daily before, you only get to do half of that in jail.
You're just gonna have to smoke more cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So you also do the comedy show that you host at Exile. Is that what it's called? Where it's at?
Oh yeah, in New York City, I run a weekly comedy show called Ugg Comedy Show, which is like it's a hangout like. When you have friends and they're always like, hey, man, what shows are you doing? So basically I just started my own, like, show where it's, like, a free show and it's, like, a hangout thing. We do it every Tuesday, and, like, we do it at this place called Bar 2A, which is, like, a famous little bar in downtown New York City. So if you guys are ever in the city anybody who's listening out there, definitely come by, hang out, drink with us. And it's pretty cool. Like, the show's been going on for like 9 years.
Wow.
And we've been doing it every Tuesday, and it's just, it's a fun hangout. It's just like, and we get like name comics who drop in. Like Hannibal's been there to hang out. There's spots John Fugelsang we've had.
Nice.
We've had like really. We've got Colin Jost. He did it once, and Michael Che before they got on SNL.
SNL,
before they got auditioned and stuff. So it's a pretty cool. Yeah, it's a cool little spot, and we're actually trying to like tour and like travel with it too. So we're doing like little like college rooms and college tours with it too. So hopefully
cool.
we'll hopefully our comedy show will be at Minnesota one day.
Yeah, come to Acme.
Yeah, so
that'd be sweet.
What's that show like? Like tell us about it a little bit. What does it kind of entail?
Basically, like it's like 7 or 8 comics. Sometimes I host. Sometimes I get a co-host. It's me and my DJ Rich James, who's a character. He's a cool, funky Jamaican dude. He's from Brooklyn, but he's from Manhattan. He was born and raised here, but he's like oh, it's big up. So it's like it's got a vibe to it, and like we get tons of people. We get drunk, it gets sloppy. It's pretty silly. It's pretty cool.
And the
like
comics.
Little hangout thing,
It sounds super fun. So the comics rotate.
It's not good for my liver.
No, you got to remember that. You got to remember to hydrate.
I'm sorry, Funzy. You sound like Cortana. Funzy, you sound like Cortana now. Which is like,
I can't help it. I'm having technical difficulties.
Funzy, ask me your question again.
Can you hear me?
She's got a way more expensive headset than me too.
I know, what the fuck?
Her mic is way nicer than mine.
Mine was like $5 more than yours.
It looks nicer.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
yeah. I hear her when she's angry. That's favorite.
Oh, when I'm angry. Okay. What I was asking was, do the comics that you have every Tuesday, they rotate, obviously, right? So there's different ones. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we get like comics from out of town all the time too. So like you'll probably have like visiting comics, like even from like Minnesota, like we've had like come by. Who
have you had from Minnesota? Did you hear me call any names?
Do you know Courtney McLean? She used to live there for a little bit. She did our show, and then I forgot some other guy.
Was he nice?
She moved back to LA, but yeah.
Was the dude nice?
Yeah, she's cool. She's a very funny.
Were they both nice? Because we're kind of known for.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Courtney's a good friend of mine. She actually is from California, but then she moved to New York, and then she moved to like Minnesota to like for the you guys have the Fringe Festival there, right?
Yes.
The Minnesota Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She went there to do that. So, and I think I've had a couple. Come again?
Oh, Sarge was asking me where that was, and it's in Uptown.
I've never been. I used to live in Uptown.
Okay. I'm not sure. I know vaguely about the Minnesota Fringe, though, but it sounds pretty cool. So I know it's like, I think it might have been like one of those like around the area type things.
Right.
I don't know. Do you guys still do that? You guys still do that, right?
Oh, yeah. They do it every year. Mm-hmm. They do a bunch of random like artist kind of different festivals and things. Some inside, some outside. It's pretty artsy in Minneapolis, which is cool.
Maybe I just need to get out more.
Yeah, you probably should leave your house more than like twice a week.
Wait, by the way, how do you guys know each other? I'm just wondering, are you guys a couple or?
No. Why does it sound like we're a couple? Gross.
Ew.
I don't know. I thought you guys were. I thought you guys were a couple. I don't know.
We're a couple of
awesome people.
Yeah. No, it's just a business relationship. Just work.
Oh, how'd you guys meet?
We've known each other for a while. We met going to comedy clubs actually.
Are you guys stand-ups or?
No, we're not.
No, not at all.
I've tossed around the idea of trying some open mics, but haven't done it yet.
Yeah. I just think I'm pretty funny, and I don't really need to do anything else with it. I'm just good with my everyday funniness.
I mean, that's cool now, but like like 2016, like you could be funny, but in different ways. You don't have to just do stand-up. You don't have to just do like, you could just do. I mean, you just know what you are good at it or what you want to do. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
like even this, like it's like this expression of like comedy,
Yeah, you just gotta find your own little niche. I mean, look at like Bo Burnham. Look at that guy. He doesn't even really do stand up.
No, not at all.
It's just funny music the whole time.
It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying when they're like someone who's like 17 or 18 makes it like immediately. Like it's just like it's just like I want to like I just hope he gets like scurvy like when he's like 40.
I know, but you can't be you can't be a hater though either, man. You got to use it as
I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
You got to use it as motivation and inspiration.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, a little adversity will make you a little funnier.
You can also bitch about it too. It's okay.
That could add to his act if he happened to have scurvy every time he went up on stage.
Yeah, funny scurvy songs like I've got scurvy and I'm playing a piano.
He's just constantly pounding orange juice.
He's drinking a beer with an orange slice in it. No pun intended.
My scurvy levels are up again. They're spiking.
I need some orange.
Was he a superhero? I'm Scurvy Boy. Scurvy Boy. Orange is my villain. I don't know.
You always end up talking like a pirate when you talk about scurvy.
I
It's
know.
like automatic.
There's no other...
Arrgh,
Nope.
me scurvy is acting up again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they talk like that. It's the scurvy. Scurvy makes you, all right, cat, this is how we talking there. Scurvy. I think we figured out why pirates talk like that.
We just fucking solved
It's the
an
scurvy.
age-long riddle.
Yeah.
Why do every single pirate talk like that? Lack of vitamin C.
It's just weird. I get it.
Dude, you know what? You could put that on like Snopes now, and people will believe it. It's like, wait, so,
I know.
Absolutely.
is that why?
No, but the Snopes debunks all those fake stories.
If you put enough fake stories out there, how are they gonna know?
I know. Eventually, something's gonna slip through. It seems like they do their due diligence when it comes to their research, though. And you need something like Snopes around because there's a lot of fake news out there that's really getting fucking annoying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like there's like a Pizzagate. Yeah, I'm sure. Have you heard about the Pizzagate?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's better off your virginal Minnesota ears didn't hear that fake news thing. So, all right. So Pizzagate, basically, it's like it basically started in like the 4chan circles where like during WikiLeaks with the Hillary Clinton, they came out with stuff where they're saying like apparently they're ordering pizza a lot. And some assholes were like trying to make pizza code for like pedophilia. What? So now they're like, and then they try to make it a whole little big thing where it's like all these little restaurants they go to, But now the problem is though, these restaurants are getting targeted by like these crazy people because they believe this stuff, Because like the other day, I think in Washington D.C. there was like a pizza joint, like where they go a lot. And that was like one of the places they referred to as like, oh, let's go get some pizza over there. And this guy from like, I think Ohio, drove over there with like a shotgun or a gun. And he went in there to like do his own investigation. And
he's gonna shoot himself some pedophiles?
Like, seriously, if you're going to have a pedophile ring, why would you be at a pizza joint?
Right?
Pedophile ring. Isn't that like the... I know kids go there, but it's just like a little too obvious. Like, why not McDonald's or something, or like the ball pit, or
All right, guys,
Chuck
this
E.
month's
Cheese.
meeting is at the ball pit at McDonald's. Yay, the ball pit!
Weird. Okay, this is super weird. So I Googled Pizzagate on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia's new thing is they ask you, if you're a reader in the U.S., to donate money to Wikipedia, and they have like the PayPal. Tab comes up, the credit card, the Amazon, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know how else they make money. I don't think they have ads, do
they? They don't have ads, and that's what they're saying is we need like $3 from every person. It's just weird.
In the universe, and we'll be good until next year. It's
that's
like,
a lot.
All right.
Can you imagine, though, if you got everyone in the world to agree to give you $1, how fucking rich you would be?
Yeah, I mean, well, you probably get like, like $8 billion.
Yeah. That's a lot.
You still wouldn't be the richest man in the world, which goes to show you, like...
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
8 billion's enough. That's just enough for me.
Just enough.
Tell you the truth, though. tell you the truth though, once you have like maybe like $2 million, what's the difference between like 2 million and like 2 billion?
Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. It's
honestly,
crazy.
if you give me $1 million, I'll find a way to make that last the rest of my life.
Yeah. I mean, I just drink PBRs and and just like don't go medieval on everybody so they don't sue you, and then you'll be good.
Just put it away and then invest it and live off the interest.
Yeah, you could probably just like if you had $1 million, you could probably after taxes it'd probably be like 600,000 depending on where you're at.
No, I found
you can still put $300,000.
There's no taxes. I found this $1 million. It's all mine.
All right, so after you put that in Bitcoin, because now you have $1 million. So after you put it in Bitcoin, you could still like probably like spend $500,000 on that like by yourself, and then like just save the other and put it in a bank and just add interest and shit, and you'll be all right.
I can hear that.
Okay.
Is Bitcoin still around? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, that's still a thing. I got paid by Bitcoin recently. I'm still trying to figure out how to turn that into actual money.
Did you delete that situation from your life since then? Like you're not getting more of it, right? And still trying to figure out how to cash it in.
Well, here's a weird thing about Bitcoin. Apparently, it's like it's basically the dark internet's bank, basically.
It's like internet currency.
That's what I think it is. Yeah, it's like the dark web's bank. So basically, like, there's a lot. Like, it's actually worth a lot. Bitcoins, like one Bitcoin is like $700, actually U.S. dollars.
Oh, really?
And it's going up.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got like $50. I got like $50 US in Bitcoin. So basically, I have like 0.00044 something. I just have a fraction of Bitcoin.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, but I think it's like what I think it is. It's basically like, say if you're like a dealer or something, you want to hide your money for a little bit. Like,
I don't think you
can't like.
I'm gonna pause this for a
It's
sec.
like. Oh. All right. So where do we'll pick up?
Bitcoins.
Well, all right. So yeah, I got paid in Bitcoin recently. I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know. I think it's one of those things where it's like you have like if you have like hundreds of millions of dollars and you want to just hide it for like 10 days or like 5 days.
While you go to
Bitcoin's
Bermuda.
Huh?
While you go to Bermuda, you hide it for 10 days.
Yeah.
You have to go to Bermuda for something. And then come back and.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, like I think like Venezuela or something is like their dollar is like getting weak or something because of like the instability. So like a lot of people who have money over there is putting it in Bitcoins to protect it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like that. So I think it's like one of those things where like it's an interesting concept, but like I think I was thinking like maybe I should cash like my $50 in to get back the $50 in Bitcoins, but like now I'm thinking like maybe I should leave it there just in case if society falls, at least I'll have a head start, in the black market. You know what I'm saying?
You should maybe see what the process looks like if you want to take money out, see what that looks like, and then if it's legit and good and you feel comfortable with it, you could always just keep adding more. But you don't want to just keep adding more and then suddenly, like, in a year from now, like, oh, I want to cash in that shit. And then it's like 20 different steps you have to go through to get it. Like,
yeah. Well, that's another thing, too. It's like 3 or 4 different steps to actually get it. Basically, someone has to buy your Bitcoins so you can have money from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stock. It's kind of like a stock thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds real just iffy and shady. Like, who is running Bitcoin? Who started that whole thing, who's holding all these people's money and saying that it's worth this many Bitcoins?
I think it's Hydra, basically.
That sounds just super shady.
Yeah.
I don't know. And what do you use them for? I mean, you're supposed to use them basically for online currency, isn't it?
yeah, I haven't used it yet. I still have it. I just haven't used it yet. I'm like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think there now are ways where you could actually use them and like trade them and stuff. But I'm kind of lazy, and I'm also like, part of me also I think like they don't, it doesn't inflate, you know. Mm-hmm. That's another thing about Bitcoins. I think it becomes more of value depending. So again, like I'm basically keeping it just in case society falls, and then I have like an in with like, all right, here's my 0.005 Bitcoins. Get me out of here.
But if the value of a Bitcoin can go up, why couldn't the value go down at some point?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think it can. So that's another thing too. There's like no because it's like the Wild West. There's no like with a bank, you have a government backing you. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You have like some authority. There's like no real authority. It's just all like, sure. It's almost like baseball cards, where it's just like, sure, I'll buy this baseball card, and that baseball card is going to be worth like a G. But that could be also worth nil, you know?
Yeah, I don't...
It's almost like online baseball cards, but as money. I don't know.
It sounds a little bit like a Ponzi scheme to me. You know? This guy's just... Whoever owns Bitcoin, whoever started this, is just taking in money from people that want to purchase Bitcoins, and he's just holding on to all this money, just spending it, and then when somebody tries to cash in these Bitcoins, he just takes the money that he got from this guy to pay this guy who wants Bitcoins. Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It just kind of sounds like a Ponzi scheme. There's a lot of different ways to pull off a Ponzi scheme, and Bitcoin sounds like one. I know. I'm still trying to figure out how I can get in this Ponzi scheme. I don't know. It's like the most popular. That's like the most popular form of white collar crime is Ponzi schemes. Some variation of a Ponzi scheme. It's our go-to move.
Yeah. Well, that's what sucks about like a Ponzi scheme, like white collar crimes. Like you actually have to dress up in like a suit and tie and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's like the whole thing.
If you're gonna commit a white collar crime, you literally have to wear a suit and tie. Otherwise, it's not considered a white collar crime, right?
Yeah, you can't be like, hey, so I want to start this Ponzi scheme in like sweatpants, you know. No, but listen, hear me out. Hear me out. Do not mind me and my affliction T-shirt. Hear me out, all right? I mean, we could. Did you ever have like Cutco cutleries where it's like you had to sell knives like door to door?
Like actually sell them myself or have them sold to me? I never did it myself.
Or like what's that company too that the door-to-door type companies where it's like, not Avon? Not Avon.
Yeah, Avon sells makeup.
Amway.
Yeah.
Is that Amway?
Amway, yeah.
Another scheme.
Yeah, that's
pyramid
like
scheme.
That.
There's a pyramid scheme there.
Yeah, I think my parents got some shit from them. Like some dude came over and they bought like some carpet cleaner. And I was like, you guys are stupid. Like, no.
That's another really popular business format is the pyramid scheme.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Super popular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, like, I got, I was looking for a summer job. I was, like, maybe, like, 16 or 17. And I see us, you know, when you're at an age, you're just, like, you need money, but, like, you're still too young to, like, actually make real money, but you're still trying to make money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, like, minimum wage when I first started working, because I'm 37, so I'm, like, 2 years older than you. I remember minimum wage was, like, $4.75 an hour, and I thought that was fucking amazing, because I got to keep all of it. And I could buy whatever I wanted to buy with it. But, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, well, I mean, the dollar was pretty strong back then, you know? Like, you know, $4.75, you could buy, like, I think comic books were like what, like 50 cents or 75 cents. Mm-hmm. I remember when comic books were like $1, and you're just like, oh shit, I got $5. I could buy like 5 comic books this week.
I'm rich.
I didn't buy
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't buy comic books. I was like, how many snacks can I get with my $5? I could get like 2 bottles of pop, a candy bar, some chips, and then I was good to go.
Dude, you could basically have Halloween for like your every day.
Yeah.
With like $4 back then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where most of my allowance money went, was candy.
Yeah.
Candy and hookers.
Yeah. You started pretty young.
Yeah.
They were cheap back then. Hookers were very inexpensive.
Yeah.
Minnesota hookers?
Inflation's a son of a bitch.
Oh wait, have you actually had a Minnesota hooker?
No, gross.
Oh, I'm just. I don't know. No, gross.
I can't imagine what a Minnesota hooker would even look like.
That kind of sounds like a Cleveland steamer. Like, he just got a Minnesota hooker. Like something really dirty.
That doesn't it? That sounds
does.
like a sex act.
Yeah.
He just got a Minnesota hooker. It'd have to have something to do with winter, though. Like, oh yeah, he totally gave me a Minnesota snowbank.
Yeah, Minnesota hooker reminds me of
mean?
like an old dirty fisherman, like telling a dirty joke or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come up
In
with
his ice house.
I'm gonna come up with a sex act called the Minnesota snowbank.
Okay.
I
Put it up
guarantee
in Snopes.
it's gonna involve loads.
Yeah, put it up on Snopes. It's real. There's people that actually live there. And they have sex. It's weird.
It's nothing to do in the wintertime.
Right? Drink and have sex.
Which we're doing.
How's
right
the
now.
beers? How's the beers over there, by the way? The beers must be great, though, right?
They're actually pretty good. We've got a lot of decent breweries, microbreweries popped up in the past few years. Surly is based here. Fulton, which is right next to the new Twin Stadium. There's a bunch of them. Can't think of all of them, but there's a lot. There's probably at least 30 different breweries between Minneapolis and St. Paul area.
Wow, yeah. That's like one of those reasons. Like I wanted to do comedy. Like I always wanted to just like tour like America and just like see all these like cool little like it's so weird how like expansive like America is. Not expensive, I mean expansive. Where it's like all these different little like cultures and all these different little like subcultures and stuff like that, and like quirks. You know, like I definitely want to like. And I definitely want to drink all the different beers all over America. You know,
there's a lot of them.
Probably the most American thing a man could do.
Exactly.
Do you travel very much with your comedy? Have you been outside of New York very much?
Sadly, not enough as I should, man. Like a lot of my gigs. Well, a lot of my gigs are like tri-state area, and also like. Not just that I do stand-up, I also do, like, comedic short films and stuff. I do, like, I'm a producer as well, so...
Really?
It's kind of hard to, like... Yeah, I have a cable access show called Working Title with Todd Montesi, where I interview, like, quirky little New York City people.
Oh, I think I saw something about
YouTube
that.
too, so if you want to check it out.
What's it called?
Working Title with Todd Montesi.
Oh, I like that.
There's some videos on YouTube under that title, right? I think I saw, because I Googled your ass earlier to stalk you and see what you were about.
Google my ass.
Your ass.
Just look up Todd Montesi and Working Title, and you'll find something.
Okay,
nice.
Cool.
I think...
And that's on cable access? What do you guys do on that show?
Basically, I interview like strange people and stuff, and like it's pretty cool. It's like and also like we're doing other stuff too, like with that. So, you know, we're trying to do like more live in studio stuff. You know,
that's cool.
Like late night type of stuff, but like it's got its own little weird, you know. Yeah.
So when you interview people, do you kind of tend to go to the same spots, or do you just like change it up all the time? I feel like Central Park would be a really good spot to find weird people.
Yeah, I usually like change it up. I usually try to feel out like the person. Like, for example, like we do a thing. We post on Craigslist like a thing called "Why Should I Interview You," and we get like a bunch of like people from all walks of life.
Interesting.
And we had like one of our episodes. We had this guy named Chandler. who like claimed that he was like a 15th century like troubadour, and he like in a past life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he had like both
Sounds legit.
sexes, male and female, and yeah, he was amazing. He was amazing, and he was awesome. So yeah, it was just like we had like an empath on one of our episodes.
Mm-hmm.
An empath is like a psychic, but like with emotions.
With emotions, yeah.
And it was so weird. It was so cool. So yeah, we do a lot of that. We just do a lot of like I think the motto is weirdos are heroes, and we try to like get the weirdo out there and reveal them out.
But how cool for you to meet different people that you probably would never meet from all walks of life if you wouldn't be doing doing that show. That's pretty cool. You would never meet like an empath. I feel like at the coffee shop. You could, I guess, but not have as much of an in-depth conversation.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, like, it's New York, so everyone here is, like, kind of insane. So you might meet someone like that, But, like, it's pretty cool. It definitely helped me, like, see, it definitely helped me open up more of my empathy and, like, even my interview skills and, seeing the specialness in everybody.
Right.
So do you interview them like on location kind of thing, or do you have a little studio set up?
Usually we interview them like where they're at,
Mm-hmm.
Like if you check out past episodes, yeah, we'll interview like we do a thing on the street called Street Savvy where I have like one of my producers. This is this NYU comedian girl named Savvy. She's hilarious, and she basically. She's like 4'2". She's like really short, so she just like interviews people and goes, "Hey, so you're on TV? What's it like being on TV?" And then like these random people are just like honest and going like, no, I think I'm ugly, so I hate being on TV. It's like, all right, back to you.
How you can find past episodes of that show? Where can you find those at?
Oh yeah, just go to Working Title TV Show. I have a Tumblr page. So just go Working Title TV, Tumblr.
Okay. On Tumblr. Okay, cool.
Tumblr.
Yeah, just look up Todd Montesi and then like Working Title, and you'll see past episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. So you do the comedy show, and it's I apologize, it's UG. How do you say it again?
UG, right?
UG.
UG.
Yep.
Yeah! Exclamation point comedy
and that's
show. Yeah.
every Tuesday night, right?
So is it like comedy? Is that how it's pronounced?
Like a caveman?
like ugh.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I go
Well,
eat
basically, it
dinosaur.
started because like the first show we had was at UG Bar, which was underground bar, but then that closed. So then the moniker stayed. Then we moved to a bar called Mug Lounge, which was like, all right,
works.
still keep the name.
Still
So
the same.
then that closed. So now, so basically the show's been like alive for a while with the same name. So and it was great. Is like every show feels different. Like every show, like it feels special. Like it never gets boring because like it's always like some new weird thing that happens.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's how it should
We
be.
get like we get like a lot of like. Come again?
Yeah. Can you hear us? No?
Yeah. Again, you sound like Cortana, so that's why it's a little bit like weird.
Why don't you tell me the name of the movie you would like to see?
Exactly right.
So you've got the show. You're a busy man. You've got the Tuesday night show at UG, and the UG show, and then you've got your cable access show, Working Title. And is that title is that I like that Working Title. And then you're doing stand up. Are you headlining? Are you doing full sets, or are you doing a lot of open mics, or what?
No, I'm doing just shows here and there. I always hate to plug myself, but I guess I'll plug. I'm going to be on Pete Holmes' new show, Crashing. which is coming up in February on
Pete
HBO.
Holmes.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
If you can be as modest as you want. That's what we're here for. We're here to plug for you. If you're not comfortable doing it, we're gonna try to force something out of you though, because we need the information.
Yeah.
We need to know locations and times and dates and stuff. But otherwise, we'll plug it for you.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the pilot episode. I'm in the first episode, and it's on February 19th at I think 10:30.
And what's that called?
Yeah, the Sunday. It's called Crashing.
Crashing with Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
Cool. What's that show about?
Basically, he's basically it's about his life as a stand-up. Like he divorces his wife and he has to crash. He breaks up with his wife and he's crashing at like other comedians like places and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure I've heard Pete Holmes stuff before.
Yeah. What's that documentary on Netflix you told me about that you watched about the comedian scene? What was it?
The Road Comics one?
Yes.
I Am Road Comics.
Have you seen
that?
Have you seen that, Todd, on Netflix?
No, not yet. No. What's that show about?
It's a documentary. I think it's called I Am Road Comic, and it's about traveling comics and the guys that go on the road a lot, and do gigs all over the states.
It's pretty interesting. There's a couple names I recognize, like no one's super huge, but
no, there's plenty of big ones. There's like Jim Norton, Doug Benson, Mark Maron.
Mark Maron was the one that I recognized the most, but
it just kind of delved into the whole kind of background behind the scenes, what it's like to be a road comic and all that traveling, living on the road, and shit like that.
It's kind of sad though, because I feel like that era is like kind of dying.
It does. Yeah,
it does seem like that. Absolutely, it's definitely the game is different.
Because I mean, you have all these comics, that are getting specials or they're in a big comedy area, like say in New York or in LA or something like that, and not necessarily traveling on over to those Pumboke towns
along the way to those big towns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, people need comedy. There's got to still be plenty of places out there that are looking for headliners or gigs,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's like a lot of comedians out there now because with technology and everyone's like everyone thinks they're funny because it's like the reality TV era. Everyone's on Twitter going, yeah. So it might be, but whatever, man. I mean, like now it's like, I think it's like now it's more feast or famine now. Like it's sad that like the middle class of comedy is like kind of disappearing, but
Yeah, only the strong will survive.
Hopefully I'll make it.
Well, it's just kind of coming into that new era where you can't necessarily rely on traveling and gigs and stuff. You got to rely a little more on your marketing yourself and your social media presence, and because everyone's on social media, everyone is connected instantly nowadays.
Right.
So anyone can get on and try to make a video with an amateur comedy act or whatnot.
But promoting it and doing on the social media, I feel like is a job in itself. And then you're trying to be creative and do all the things that you just want to do because you're passionate about it and like you enjoy it, and obviously want to end up being successful at it. But there's all this extra shit you have to do too now because everyone's
sell out and sell out and be a scumbag and just like post like crappy prank videos.
Don't do it.
Well, maybe you could sell out. Maybe you can just sell out a little bit every once in a while, just to kind of keep your head above water. But you have to adapt to the times. It's what you have to do if you want to survive in that and try to make something of it. And it's extra
honestly,
work. It's extra work, this whole new social media aspect to life and our culture, but you just have to do it. I mean, it's a necessity, really.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm at the point now where it's like, go for quality instead of quantity. Where, like,
Absolutely.
people, you put out good stuff, and then people, like, pay attention, and they go, wow, okay, I want to see what more he's going to do.
Well,
you know?
yeah, that
I feel like that's, like...
I'm not saying that your quality should suffer. I mean, you still put out good stuff, but you still need to market it. You still need to get it out to as many people as possible so they can see that good stuff and see that you're not just another hack. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's also motivating to do what you want to do because you're passionate about it and be, I guess, successful in that way. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's this extra kind of thing on the side that you have to do now, where before you maybe just could focus on your craft and like what you're wanting to share with people. And now you have to do all this extra bullshit because that's just what you have to do. It's just different.
It's just like any other market, like actors and actresses, musicians. It's everything. The whole market is oversaturated with all these new people that are coming to their table trying to get their song out there, or they're they want to be an actor, or they want to be a comedian. So you got to adapt and overcome, Todd.
Okay, Todd.
Todd Montesi, you got to adapt and overcome.
Here's the $10,000 question. So I'm kind of the motherly type on this podcast because I'm a girl, but I also am motherly. So where do you see yourself in like a year from now? Like, what are you hoping to?
She's gonna give you goals, dude.
What kind of situation?
Do I sound like I don't have goals? I have like 20 different projects.
You sound like you're standing at you sound like you're right at the edge of that cliff, dude. And she's trying to pull you back. Like, don't jump, Todd.
Nope, not at all.
Man, I just like living on the edge. Right?
I think it would be awesome if like a year you talked about this, and then a year from now, I hope we talk again. Obviously, like we're gonna promote you and talk to you and whatever. But if you don't, and if we don't,
no, he's gonna be back on.
No, I know.
I'm
just saying, in a year from now, you could listen back and be like, "Holy shit, that's what I was doing back then, and now this is where I am, or I'm the same, or whatever." Just what do you want to be doing in a year from now? No judgment for me. I don't care. Like just for your own sake, like say it out loud.
Well, to be honest, though, I'm really hoping that I'll have, like, working on a TV show or something like that where it's like, because I have a couple of ideas and a couple of projects, and I'm in the process of, like, putting them out there. It's just that right now, like, I'm waiting to see, like, what's going to happen on February with the HBO thing I'm doing. Like, I'm just doing one episode, and it's a short scene, but I'm hoping people will be like, oh, yeah, that guy's pretty funny. Let's put him in this thing. Let's put him in that thing.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens.
And don't say it's just like a short little, I'm in one episode. That's a big fucking deal. You should be proud of that, by the way.
Well, when that comes out...
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Neither of us are on HBO right now. No. When that comes out, let us know, and because we want to check it out, and we'll post that. We'll push that out all over the place, so that everyone can see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also too, like I want, like, here's the thing. I want to like actually travel and like actually go over there and see you guys and actually do comedy at like I want to go out there. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping like by next year maybe like I'll be like a comic more people know, like more like people like like people like in Minnesota or people like like in California now or like whatever like I want to be a comic people know. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like I have stories to tell, and I believe that. And I mean, here's the thing too that bothers me. Like, there's a lot of TV shows right now that does not like show like what's really going on. Like sometimes there's shows like you see and they're showing like New York City, but it's all like hipsters or it's all like this. I'm like, no, like what about the real salt of the earth people?
Yeah.
Am I preaching? I don't know.
No, you're not. I completely agree with you.
I want to just
preach away. This is the pulpit for anyone if they want to preach about whatever they want. This is your platform.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know about Sarge, but I'm pretty laid back.
Somebody go ahead.
You go, Todd. Go. Yeah. Go.
I know. I'm sorry if I'm talking like over you. It's just hard to like hear you, and it's like I feel like I'm hearing myself feedback. So it's kind of like awkward a little bit. That's why. I apologize if if I sound like I'm like.
There is no excuse for you.
I apologize if I sound like a raging narcissist, because I am, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be like...
It's totally fine, don't worry.
Yeah, no, that's definitely... I agree. You want to try to get your name out there, not just in the tri-state area, but internationally.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing the show. I'm getting this international for me.
This is a stepping stone.
Or national would be fine.
This is a stepping stone in the right direction. You're marketing yourself, and this is a fun and relaxing way to do it. I mean, we're half in the bag right now.
Even though you can't hear me, which sucks, and it's annoying.
I'm on about my fourth cocktail.
You know what, guys? I actually went home early after my gig. I didn't even drink yet because I was like, all right, I gotta be, So that shows you my commitment.
Oh my gosh! We should have told you should have had cocktails.
Do you not have a drink in your hand right now?
No.
Have you ever listened to one of our episodes? You can hear like ice clinking.
Yeah,
every
if you listen back to any of our episodes,
it's like clink, 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 like this.
It's podcast juice. Do you need to fix yourself a cocktail quick and we can pause this?
Oh, I don't have like alcohol where I'm at.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
That sounds like hell.
Yeah, we need to get you into Minnesota sometime and see if we can get you in an Acme or something. That would be cool.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I definitely want to tour a comedy show, and let's try to make some. Even it doesn't even have to be Acme. It could be like some like a music venue space that's like the stage and stuff. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm hopefully.
Minnesota's got a pretty
I'll
decent
definitely hit you guys
scene.
up.
Yeah, we would love to help you facilitate that. And then you can pay my bar tab for the night.
You know what? How about this? I'll try to make a little mini tour sooner or later. Probably maybe late 2017. But I definitely want to do a little mini tour and stuff just to see you guys, and I'll just see just do comedy in America, dude.
Right? Yeah, you come to the Twin Cities. We'll show you around. We'll come to your show. We'll get a bunch of people to come out to your show, and we'll just have a good old time.
We won't invite any hipsters if we run into any.
Minnesota, the Twin Cities has plenty of hipsters.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to be dodging them like we're in a video game.
They're everywhere.
We'll do
it. They tip over easy though.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah.
What
do they drink? What do the hipsters drink? Ironically, over there,
I would say craft beer probably. They all grow gross beards and wear weird. I don't know.
That does seem to be
drink craft beer.
That does seem to be the pretentious drink of choice nowadays.
It's like they're maybe back if you travel back to the 80s and it was the wine thing was super cool back then, MacGyver and all that shit was going on. Wine was kind of cool. It's they've transitioned to beer, but it's still super douchey. Just have some whiskey.
Yeah.
You're not sexy, kind of, really. Just drink some whiskey.
It's because it's craft beer. It's because it's not made by big business. It's made by the small town company, the small guy, the little guy.
And you got to go home and make your own homemade deodorant later. That's the category that fits in.
Oh shit. I'm gonna plug you a little bit here, Mr. Montesi. You're on Facebook, Todd Montesi, and that's Todd with 2 D's. And Montesi is MONTESI. Right?
Yeah, follow me on Facebook, guys. Yeah, my page is open. Comment, say hello, whatever.
What up?
Here we are.
Yeah, drop in and say hello. You're on Twitter.
Yeah, it's Montikilla.
Montikilla, and that's MONTI, Killa, like KILLA. And that's kind of that's like a moniker that you use on a lot. Like Instagram is Montikilla, same thing.
Yeah, like when I started going online, I used Montikilla because I have a YouTube page called MONTIKILLAVISION.
Yep, that was the next one I was going to say.
What they do.
You just ruined it. Thanks a lot.
So you do. What else is on there? Is it mostly skits? Do you have any of your acts on there? Any of your material or your shows?
I think Working Title is on YouTube. I saw it.
Is it?
Oh yeah, Working Title's in a separate page. Yeah,
but it's not on YouTube at all.
No, Working Title is on YouTube, but it's on its own YouTube page.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
What about? Do you have a website?
Not really. So basically, like, I'm building one, but like, Facebook me, Todd Montesi. You can just do that.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to email me, whatever.
And then you're on Tumblr, you said, right?
Yeah, comedy shows on Tumblr, and also I think Working Title is on Tumblr too.
Awesome.
Yeah, and yeah, also if you want to check out like my past stuff, like because I have like past videos like on my MONTIKILLAVISION YouTube page. For example, Hipster Vice, which is like a comedic short that I made. PN, which is like a sitcom project I'm building on.
Yeah, Hipster Vice.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Is it like?
Yeah.
Is it
I
like?
play a dirty cop rapper.
Nice. And do you have like a hipster
it's
partner or something?
Yeah, basically, like basically the story is like I play like a dirty cop rapper who's like getting back in the force, and basically he joins a team called HIV, which is Hipster Investigative Vice, and basically he solves crimes. And we actually make our own music and everything. It's really silly.
I gotta check that out.
Is there matching outfits involved?
Yeah.
Matching outfits involved?
Yeah, well, we do have outfits. Yeah, outfits. Yeah.
Outfits. Okay, we're making fun of my vowels. I gotcha. All right.
Oat.
Mm-hmm.
We have long O's. We have long O's and long A's.
Oh, I thought you said alt-fits, like alternative, like alt-right.
Oh.
No, like out.
It's an alt-fits. It's like
Oat.
Out.
Yeah.
Out.
What are you talking about?
So how do you say alt? You don't say alt. You say what? You say like alternative. They say alternative.
Alternative.
Yeah. Say the whole word.
It's like Fargo. I love it.
We try not.
It is not like Fargo.
How do you say? I know that like we say flag weird.
Yeah. How do you say
flag?
Flag.
What? Say it
flag.
again.
I say flag.
Yeah. Everyone else says we say flag.
Flag.
We have long A's. Our vowels are long. Draw them out.
The flag.
The flag or bag. Grab the bag. You
Can I have a bag?
A bag.
Yeah. I have this kid. I've got a comedian friend named Dave Boyce, and he's like a Jew from the Lower East Side, and he always says like he pronounces it like old school 1920s words. So, for example, like instead of girl, he says goyle. Pretty goyle.
What?
That's awesome.
That sounds like he's trying to mispronounce that.
Oh, you should videotape him talking.
One of the is Minnesota accent. You don't hear it all the time. It's mostly in northern Minnesota, but you'll hear when a Minnesotan says wash, like I'm gonna wash my truck. They say I'm gonna wash my truck. I'm gonna wash it.
Oh my god.
That one I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Wash.
Yeah, it's like I guess that's like a very like Scandinavian area or something, or maybe that's why.
Norwegians and Swedes.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Yeah. Have you watched the show Fargo? The show Fargo on FX?
Yes,
I
have. I've seen both seasons.
I haven't even seen the movie.
Yeah, you haven't?
Did you?
No, I know that's like sacrilegious for a Minnesotan.
Did you watch both seasons?
Minnesotan.
Did you watch the Billy Bob season?
I gotta piss.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's pretty good. I saw both seasons. Yeah, but was it pretty accurate, like with the with the culture?
Kind of. I don't know. I guess because it's based in way up north. So.
Wow. By the way, I could hear you clearly now.
I know.
Finally.
I stole Sarge's headset because he went to the bathroom. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. There's like the whole like the punctuation and all that stuff is pretty accurate, I guess, in some places, but I don't know. They definitely live in farm country, like they're out in the middle of the sticks. Like I live in a suburb outside of Minneapolis, so it's not accurate for everywhere, but I guess if you were to go up to Fargo, it'd be pretty accurate, I guess.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But
what do you do what do you do over there? Do you work or?
I work for a restaurant company, and I basically am an event planner for parties, like
cool.
corporate and private parties. Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then do this kind of on the side situation. I stole your headset. He's like, I can actually hear you talk. Oh,
I know. I was like, oh my God, it's a miracle.
Okay, he wants it back. I have to say goodbye. Bye.
Oh God! All right, bye, Cortana. I guess I'll hear you in the bleak tins of the distance.
I wonder why your headset's not working so well. It's muted?
It hasn't been muted the whole time. I muted it because I used yours.
I was just saying it's muted. It was muted.
I know. I muted it.
What were we talking about? I had to piss. No, Frenzy, you got to piss now? All right. Well, this is probably a good time to just wrap this up, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, again, thanks again, and sorry if it's like, with the technology and like if it. I hope this episode comes off like good.
I think the audio is gonna sound fine. It was just we had some major audio issues at the beginning. I don't know what was going on. You could hear us, we couldn't hear you, vice versa. But what do you got? What do you got coming up? You got anything on the schedule for gigs or anything coming up late in the near future?
Basically just the crashing thing. That's gonna be in February 19th. So if you could definitely check that out and definitely go, hey, Todd Montesi, we want more of him. That would definitely help out.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a big shout out. We're gonna that sounds really exciting, and that's on HBO. You said, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be on HBO. So you'll see me there, and you'll see me do a little comedy, and also maybe act a little bit.
Awesome.
So, yeah, and hopefully I'll see you guys. Where you're at, whoever's listening. Hopefully I'll see you guys. I'm definitely going to be in Minnesota. I'll definitely hit you guys up. I'll sleep on your floors. I don't care. Definitely, we'll definitely do that up.
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
Yeah.
All right, you want to say goodbye?
I will definitely drink all your beers. All your beers. I will drink all your beers. All your wine coolers, all your spritz, all that stuff. All your moose. I'll eat all your moose.
More than welcome to. You're a friend of the podcast
all your
now.
Do you guys have reindeer over there? All your reindeer.
I have a reindeer in the basement, actually. I do the elf on the shelf. So tomorrow, my elf is going to wake up sitting on a reindeer. Don't be jealous.
Hey, Fonzie, are you on Facebook too?
I am. I have a frenzy page. I'll request.
Did you add me?
Yes.
Yeah, add me. Yeah. Let's all keep in touch. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do. For sure.
Sounds good.
So you know where we can find you. You can find you on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, and
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. I'm pretty active. So
okay.
Yeah, when I'm, it's pretty fun.
And check out Todd Montesi with Pete Holmes on the HBO show Crashing on February 19th. And you think it's at 9:30 that's debuting?
10:30.
Yeah, Sunday 9:30.
10:30 Eastern.
Right after Girls.
Gotcha.
Oh, 10:30. Yeah, 10:30. My bad. Yeah. Well, 9:30.
Our time.
9:30 Central.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
10:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Pete. Todd. I was just thinking of the Pete Holmes. Todd, thank you so much for being with us. This has been fun.
Yay! Thank you,
No
Todd.
problem. Thanks,
and
guys.
Thank you for your patience earlier too. We
Dude,
appreciate
listen,
it.
I do the same thing. So it's like, you know what? Help out the community, no matter what. Help out the artists.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, we look forward to talking with you again. Yay!
Oh, definitely.
All right. Thanks, Todd.
Bye.
Thanks, man. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, that was comedian Todd Montesi. Funny dude from New York.
Super funny.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Me too.
Gotta try to get him to come out to Minnesota sometime.
Yeah.
And see him in person. All right, thanks for being with us. You can find us on Facebook, Sarge Approved. We're on Twitter, @SargeApproved. I think that's the same as our Instagram, @SargeApproved. We're going to get on Pinterest. I think Frenzy's going to make a Pinterest page.
I'm going to pin some shit.
You can find us all over the internet if you want to listen to our episodes. We're on iTunes, Spreaker, Audio Mac, SoundCloud. We're all over the place. Just type it in and you'll find us. And we are sponsored by National Survival Center, the guys that can get you whatever you need when it comes to outdoor gear, or camping gear, survival gear. If you need tents or knives or survival food, they've got it, and they've got free shipping on pretty much all their gear. So you can check them out at nationalsurvivalcenter.com or survivedon'tsuffer.com. They've got what you need, so go check them out. Survive, don't suffer.
Don't do it.
Just stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to play this out with a song by the band Cuz-O. That's CUZOH. Check them out. This song's called Landing Gear. Later, fuckers.
Bye.
Follow me, no designer quote, and open your mind with the vocab and let it live in your lab. No need to pack your bags, your itineraries everywhere we at. Like every time we chat, please to ticket your emotions. I don't cause tears, but help you to create oceans. Always riding first class, never need an upgrade. Let me stamp your passport, secure you extended days. In sun rays, you pick the place, I'll make the time. A little faith is all it takes, put it in my hands. Can't wait for them to touch on my controls and let the destiny unfold. Just secure yourself, but have no fear. Let me take you on a trip, we don't need landing gear. Just secure yourself, but have no fear. Let me take you on a trip, we don't need landing gear. Let's get the flow in, let's get the flow in. Put your body in motion, your body in motion, baby. Lay back, enjoy the ride, let it ride. Cloud 9. Seventh heaven, another level, I break it down into segments. 1, they call it 4, let's play and don't stop. 2, the elevation, a couple of miles high. 3, you see the stars when I'm swimming in your seas. Go ahead and spread your wings so I can hear your body sing. Breakfast at your bedside, provided by your king. You be sure to catch some jet lag, provided by the D. 5 destinations, charge it to the game. Hot showers at 6 so we can do it all again. If you close your eyes, I can open up your vision and take you on locations you thought you just never visit. Yourself, but have no fear. Let me take you on a trip, we don't need landing gear. Just secure yourself, but have no fear. Let me take you on a trip, we